Wait for the people to come on in. I should have put some earrings on. Let's see. We'll go with that lighting. Wait for the people to come on in. Everybody outside. They ain't on YouTube. We shall see. Whew. I look crazy. When I don't have to really go out the house, y'all, I just let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. I need to wash my hair. We're going to try a different way of kind of giving it a style. And see if that'll help me hold out cutting it. Uncombing it. Because I'm really kind of ready to uncomb my locks. If you can hear me okay, can you give me a 1 in the chat? Say hi. Would greatly appreciate it. Would greatly appreciate it. Normally, we already have people here. Today is Thursday, ain't it? Because I could definitely get my days mixed up. If you can hear me, can you put a 1 in the chat so at least I know I'm coming through clear? Can you put a 1 in the chat? Thank you. Hi, Danielle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you all doing today, this evening? I'm not as late as I have been. And only have a few more weeks of class. So time will be going back. But there's going to be some other changes. Got to mix things up a little bit. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So, hi, Allogram fan. How you doing? All right. We're going to give people at least another 2 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and get into it and go from there. It's T. My name is T. This is same old T. You done came on the live. How you doing? We'll give people a few more minutes, and then we're gonna get into what we do over here on Thursdays. On Tell Me Something Good Thursdays. Right? Today is Thursday, right? I guess everybody is outside, honey. I guess they say not today, T, not today. And that's understandable. So we'll get to it. See who comes on in, see what we can get going, and then we'll go on about our business. Okay? That's how that go. I call myself trying to be proactive and put up a live for next week. I don't know if that's doing too much. And maybe everybody is over there. I hope that's not the case. But anyway, hey y'all, welcome to Same Old T. On Thursdays, we go live over here and we call it Tell Me Something Good Thursdays. We normally start the live by people talking about or putting in the chat their wins. And then from there, we might do a little bit of housekeeping. It's, hey, Esty, how you doing? And things of that nature. And then we get into question of the week. Okay. So as people come in, please feel free to drop your wins in the chat so we can discuss and, shout you out. So I'll get started. So one of my wins, that's good. I'm glad you're doing well. One of my wins is YouTube let me know today that I guess in the month of July, I'm thinking it couldn't have been July. It probably was June. I don't keep up with it like that. But anyway, I've reached over 100K views. And so that was kind of cool for them to let me know, like you get the notifications and stuff like that. So it made me go look and say, well, how many views do I have since I started? I started the channel October 3rd of last year. So what is that? 10 months? Is it 10 months? Yeah. So like June, July, August. Yeah, 10 months. So it's been 10 months since I uploaded my very first video. And so to have 133,000 views, I think that's kind of cool, considering I had no clue. And if you have a video that I uploaded today, talking about how I went from clueless to monetized in 7 months as a 50-year-old YouTuber, please be sure to go and check that out. Hi, Gilbert. And who knows, might be inspirational to you. You might decide, hey, I'm gonna give it a shot. If she can do it, I can do it. So that's one of my wins. This next one is like a grown woman win. So I had found a studio around me that does hot yoga. They got really good reviews and things like that. I think it's like maybe $100 a month, like unlimited classes or what have you. I was gonna do it, but for those who are new here, I own a wellness practice. I have a wellness clinic, so I do like medical weight loss. I'm getting into root cause medicine, so really focusing in on the gut, optimizing the thyroid, things of that nature. So right now I have a lot of my finances tied up in the pivot, right? So I was like, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And then today it finally hit me that it's not the end of the world if I don't sign up right now. I can always do it later when things start to, kind of settle down. But in the meantime, it don't mean that I still can't do yoga or Pilates, or that I can't get the benefit of the hot, sauna effect. I have something called a heat healer. It's a sauna blanket, and I love it. So I'm just gonna do that. And I was like, save my money. I don't really like being around a whole bunch of people anyway. So that's a win for me, because where I could have justified like, oh, I can figure it out. It's just $100 and things of that nature. But now I can just keep my money, still get the same benefit, and stay in the house and use the stuff that I have. So I'm calling that a win. What's some of y'all wins this week? I'm surprised. My people ain't on here. I hope they are not on the other live. I really hope. Well, I guess they couldn't be on the other live. Dang. What I mean by that, I call myself being productive. We do have a membership over here now. And so I call myself letting people know that we have our first members only live coming up. So I had like scheduled it, but I don't know if that's throwing people out. Hey, Melissa, were you trying to get in on the other live? I just want to maybe I shouldn't have put it out there so soon, because I don't know how y'all be getting the notifications. But we just talking about wins right now. Okay. So, okay, cool. Then I'm gonna leave that like it is. So we just talking about wins. I was just talking about how I have over 133,000 views, 10 months in, and just talking about making a big girl decision when it comes to finances and activity. So that was it. So we just waiting on people to put their wins so we can discuss them. And then I'm gonna thank you. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll talk about the question of the week, and we'll see where things go from there. We will see where things go from there. So, while I'm waiting for y'all to put the wins in, I'll talk about a little bit of the housekeeping. So, as I mentioned, I think last week, I can only stretch myself so far, right? So I had to make the decision that we probably won't be able to do Tell Me Something Good Thursdays every Thursday, at least until I get my bearings with doing members only lives and things of that nature. So remember, we're gonna do a Wellness Wednesday, and that's gonna be this first one. Oh y'all, my supplement line is coming in. Is one of my supplements. It's like for multivitamin, but it has a lot of good stuff in there for people who have insulin resistance or like who have type 2 diabetes and things like that. 14-day detox, gentle detox, and then my Biprozyme, which is like a really good probiotic and digestive enzyme. So I'm excited. It's coming together. It's coming together. So I guess that's a little bit of a win too, because I can't remember if I mentioned that last week. Okay, Melissa said my win was a few days ago. I finished the book Atomic Habits. Look at you. Look at you. Now, do you love Atomic Habits? Was I just pulling your leg, or do you love Atomic Habits? Or do you love it? So like I was saying, with the membership, thank you, Danielle. So like I was saying, with the membership, it's 2 tiers. So first tier is like you get shout outs, priority, commenting, and things like that. Now, I'm not some big channel and things of that nature, but as it grows and stuff like that, your comments will be like prioritized. You'll get shout out, you'll get seen, and all those things. That's the way I understand it. That's the $2.99 tier. Then the $5.99 tier, you get that obviously, but you also get the members only lives, the member only videos, like behind the scenes pics and things like that I might not share on the public platform, but will share with members only. The way that you can join the membership is on the channel page. It should be like a button next to subscribe, that's join. And then I guess it, take you through the steps there. So having said all that, okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, Melissa said, and my other win is remember that guy I had a problem with at work and he wouldn't talk to me or even acknowledge me. Well, today we have actually talked to each other about work stuff and it went well. Oh, that's good. That emotional intelligence helped you out. I absolutely love the book. I'm at work trying to have other people read it though. Yeah, see, it was no hype. That Atomic Habits is that book, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if you really trying to get your life together, and you like, for me, I have a saying that the life you desire is on the other side of discipline. That's a saying that I say all the time. This book will get you there, because you're gonna have to be honest with yourself, right? You have to be honest with yourself. Now, we just finished reading this book. So this is the book I was just teasing Melissa about regarding her situation with her coworker. So we just finished that not this past Monday, but the Monday before. So we are doing our next book is The Let Them Theory, and it's mine is upstairs in my bedroom, by Mel Robbins. Let me see. So it's me, Nikki, Melissa, Michelle, Q, Carlotta, I believe that's how you say it. Butterfly. I think it's 7 of us now. If you're interested in joining us for the next book, we do start August 11th. I would need to know sooner than later because we start discussing chapters 1 and 2 on Monday. If you're interested, go to my Instagram for the Same OT channel. It is, Lord, I always forget. It's in my bio on the channel, but is it Same OT _2? I think that's what it is. Same OT _2. But you can check in the in like the bio of the YouTube channel or what have you, if you want to join us. So I think right now it's about 7 of us, and we do it on Zoom. We do it at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this one is going to be broken into 9 weeks. But now that I think about it, Labor Day is a Monday, so we might have to skip that day. I don't think people are going to want to get on and talk about the book, but we'll see. We got a good group of ladies over there, so we'll see. Okay, so if we don't have any more wins, let me see, did I miss anybody? Okay, so I was doing a lot of thinking today, y'all. So I was like, realistically, with everything I got going on, and I know some of y'all who've been following me, like, really, lady. So I'm wrapping up my gut health program, and then decided the bright idea, the best way to like really kick off and launch the new services is do a webinar, which I've never put a webinar together, but I'm gonna make it work. But I was trying to do it last Wednesday in August, but right before I got on here, I was like, I'm gonna have to push that back. So I probably have to do it first week in September. But needless to say, I got to get all that together. But I have decided, I think I told y'all I had went live a couple of weeks ago. I'm about to sign up for this menopausal care course and hormone replacement therapy course. I know, it's just crazy, right? But it'll never be a perfect time to do anything, right? It's never a perfect time. Kind of like what my video was about today. Like, it's never a perfect time to do it. You just got to do it and it'll smooth itself out. So having said all that, thinking, oh, I'll be done with the gut course, things will level out. But then this happened, and now I want to start refining my knowledge in regards to perimenopausal, menopausal care, and hormone replacement. So with that being said, I'm like, okay, I gotta give, because people in the membership are paying, which I greatly appreciate. So they're paying, so I gotta honor what I said I would do. So with that being said, so we here live on the public live. Next week, it will be a members only live on Wednesday, the 13th. Probably will do, I think I scheduled it for 7 p.m. Central Time, and that's Wellness Wednesday. That's members only. You can join and become a member and take part in it. And then the following week is members only as well, but that'll be on Thursday, and that's the JW Kickback. That's when we'll be in the membership, not on the public live, and we can talk about all the things JW related. And then we'll be back here on the public live the 28th. So I still want to do at least 2 public lives a month, because hey, this is where we started, right? And because of like the holiday, the girls' night out live will be that first Friday in September. And that's for the ladies, that's for the ladies. So we could talk about lady things and things of that nature. All right. So that's the housekeeping. Be on the lookout for that. If you're interested in becoming a member, it'll be greatly appreciated. Oh, excuse me. And that's one of the benefits you'll get. I'll be working on, we'll see how the weekend go. I do have a video that I need to record that's members only, to sharing my experience about a MLM that I found myself being a part of, and realizing that it had some high control cultish ways based on my experience as a JW. So I think y'all will enjoy that. So trying not to, trying to, working to honor what I said I would do in the membership. Okay, so Melissa said, I enjoyed watching that video. It was interesting. The one I put up today, is that the one you're referring to? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you. I've been planning to do that since like June, and just June, and it just kept getting pushed back. Took the picture, I think, like in June for the thumbnail, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do it right now, and get it done. So I did that earlier this week. Oh, I know what else is coming. So remember, I've been telling you all about I'll be having a series called Despite, and it'll be, where I interview XJWs, interview people who just, overcame something in life that they want to share. So I have a friend who wants to share an experience she had as a teenager, that kind of blew my mind when I found out about it, because we became friends later, later in life as adults. I have some XJW friends that want to share their story, and I'm just looking for more people. So I did my first interview, where I conducted it with a gentleman named Gene. We did that yesterday on Zoom. So tomorrow I'm gonna take out a section of my day and see if I'm able to edit it, because I did it on my laptop. I'm gonna see if I can edit it using what is it called, CapCut, on there. And if things go smoothly, I can get that out by Sunday or Monday, because I definitely gonna have to break it up. So might be 2 parts. And so, what I was thinking too, like having lives, like a post Despite interview, and then have like a members only live, like maybe that person can come, like if people have questions and stuff like that. I thought that might be dope. So so don't forget about that. If you are someone who wants to, share your story, like I say, it don't have to be that you're XJW. It could be anything, a bad relationship, a bad friendship, a toxic work environment, any, losing a lot of weight to reclaim your health, any situation where you had overcome, an adverse type situation, environment, and despite that, you still here and you winning, then, let me know and we can start setting that up. Melissa said she didn't realize her soul was having a YouTube channel. Honey, yes. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Melissa. I need to share that on my thing. I still haven't had a chance. He sent it. He told me. I saw that he posted it. But this is I actually interviewed somebody. But yes, I did do another interview. Lord, what is awakening? Is it awakening seeds? Forgive me. Armani, I believe is his name. But I'm gonna share that on the. But yeah, you saw that, huh? That's good. Did it come down your feed? Was it suggested? Because I don't think he like. I don't think you can. I don't know if he tagged me in it. I don't know. What sound about right, Melissa? Um. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Y'all know how I am. It's always a move on. But as I always like to say, one of my other sayings, what other option is there? Right? Oh. Oh, okay. So that's probably why it came up. And then the algorithm probably saw you was subscribed to the channel. Yeah. I think it's called Awakening Seeds. Yep. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Let me put a note in here. Post so y'all can go over there and watch it, support his channel. He does so yeah, he's an XJW or what have you, but it sounds like his family was a little bit more flexible and things of that nature, like kind of encourage higher education and things of that nature. But if you look at his channel, he talks to people about all kinds of situations, things of that nature, which kind of brings us to the question of the week. Um, so my friend, they have a family chat, and she has some cousins who are now like super Christian, whereas before they wasn't, but now out of somewhere they've become like super Christian. And I guess another cousin in this family chat must have put a quote, a motivational something, graphic, something along the lines like, laws of attraction is real, where you put your energy, you will manifest, this and that. And oh my God, the cousins who now are super Christians, they like they went in and pretty much in so many words was telling the relative almost like you worshiping the devil. It was my friend ended up like taking screenshots and sending it to me, and it was almost given. If anybody has ever been in the comments under some of my XJW content, and y'all see how some of these JWs like be losing their mind, like what they call going hard, like straight stands for Watchtower, it'd be so that's kind of like what it was given. So it made me think that would be a good question of the week. Like, do you believe in like the law of attraction or a person's ability to manifest whatever the outcome they may want? And if you do, maybe give us a little bit as to why you think, and if you don't, give us a little bit of why you think you can't or you don't. And you can even let us know, like, do you think it's some type of spiritism or what have you? So I've never like read in full the book. I think it's a book called Law of Attraction. I think what's the book? Is it the Four Agreements, The Secret, or something like that? I think they all kind of deal with that. But I personally do believe that that we have the ability to, like manifest or attract what it is that we are seeking. right? That's just my opinion. And so I take that back. I think that's what, yes. So that's what the cousin was talking about, but they were talking about doing a vision board. And that's what opened up the floodgates with the family. So I believe in that. I used to think vision boards was just, an excuse for people to get together and drink wine and eat crackers and cheese. But when I started really getting into it and saying, you know what do I got to lose? Let me create a vision board. And I, pretty much almost everything on that vision board, that first one that I really, really did come into fruition. Like meeting my husband. My husband pretty much was everything I had on that vision board that I wanted in a partner. The only thing that he didn't have was he wasn't 6'3", he's 6'2". So I always tell him, like, you better be glad that I'm mature and that 1 inch didn't throw me off. But I do believe that in connection with your actions, you can manifest the things that you desire. I do. Like within reason. Um, I some people just and some people do vision boards and things like that, and they just make it all about material things. So I've never been one of those people. Like I'm not really into labels and things of that nature. Like I can't wait to pay my car off because I'm like I don't have that many miles on it. I'm gonna probably have this car till I'm about 65. like like that's how I'm thinking because it's like I don't even care, about things like that. Like, oh, your car is this old or that old. Am I riding for free? So, are y'all typing? Because it's like, the comments ain't moving. Y'all still there? I'm not froze. Can somebody put something in the chat just so I know y'all still there? Hey, butterfly. Okay, Essie is still there. Okay. So what's y'all thoughts? Y'all got to give me something. Now, when I tried to do the thing so y'all could just talk, y'all froze up and got nervous. So y'all got to type. So, it's a series on Netflix called Inventing Anna, and it's a song in there called "Manifest That" Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I love that song. Right? Um, it's a it's a rap song that my cousin just had on her post. It's called Affirmations or whatever. Have y'all heard of that? I don't know who sings it. It's a female rapper, but man, I can't even think of what the chorus is. But I was like, I was kind of listening to what she was saying. I was like, oh, I like that. Like, just being positive. I'm all about being optimistic, being positive. I'm a glass half full type of girl. And I do think that there's some truth to being able to manifest the things that you desire, especially when it's coming from a genuine place. Um, hey, Lady Tina. So, yeah. So, what's your thoughts? The question: do you believe in law of attraction? Being able to manifest uh, things, situations, relationships, or what have you. Um, For the ladies who just came in, please share your wins. If you have any wins for the week that you want to share. Hi, Sierra. You believe in manifestation? Okay. Can you give us a little bit more, like why do you believe in it? Have you practiced it and you were able to manifest something? So, like for me, I don't think I bought into being able to manifest or vision or law of attraction until I started to do the things. And then it was like, oh, this worked. Because I've done vision boards some years and I wasn't intentional in tune with the vision, so to speak, right? Or what I said I wanted to manifest. And in hindsight, it's because I was like, you know why? Because it wasn't what I wanted. It's just like it sounded good, right? And that's part of what the video that I was saying that I'm gonna be recording hopefully this weekend for members only, talking about that that MLM, that because of my experience as a Jehovah's Witness, I realized like, oh, y'all got some real Jehovah's Witness cult like behaviors going on right here. It wasn't what I really wanted, right? So it didn't manifest, and I kind of just let that vision board fall by the wayside. Okay, Sierra says she's never practiced it, but always wanted to. Yeah. Do you have to have a vision board? No, but I do believe that when you, if you see something, it's like a constant reminder to make you snap into like, am I being intentional? So I do a lot of talking to myself. If I feel like I didn't do as much as I could have, like referring back to the Atomic Habits book, I will be like, okay, you didn't get all 600 things done today, but were you 1% better? And if I was 1% better, then I can be at peace. And then I say I need to be a lot better tomorrow, and not beat myself up about it. But I don't know. I do believe in, the ability to attract. Give y'all an example. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get out here. I'm gonna have to people, right? But I was like, I knew what kind of groups I wanted to be like networking with, associating with, and things of that nature. So last Saturday, I think I mentioned to y'all that I expressed interest in joining this nursing sorority. It's a sorority for nurses, Chi Eta Phi. And so I was just going to support the event. They were having like a back to school health and wellness kind of thing event. I was just going to go so I could meet the ladies and things of that nature. The night before or 2 nights before, the person who I had been put in contact with was like, can you come earlier and help us? The Kidney Foundation needs help or what have you. And I was going to walk up in there about 11 o'clock, stay about an hour or two and, keep it pushed. But I was like, yep, I'll come. Because I was like, is this a test? Are they trying to test me? But I said, go. So I was up at the crack of dawn on a Saturday, taking my tail all the way to the city of Chicago. Got there. Things was not what I thought it was going to be. But when I tell you I had the most amazing time, and it felt so good to be around other Black nurses, Black NPs, learning about the Kidney Foundation, how they take that mobile kidney truck all over the state of Illinois, doing screenings, things of that nature, finding out that being around people who felt so impressed that, wow, you got your own practice, and was like, we would love to set up something, get a health and wellness fair, this and that. It was like, oh, this is what I asked for. I asked to be around people who get it, right? Understand, see the vision and all these things. So I made some really good connections, really good, networking opportunities. And so I'm going to take my butt. I was trying to remember when is it, the 19th. I'm part of my my town's like what they call it, Chamber of Commerce kind of thing. And 19, because they always like, what can we do? What can we do? And I always tell them a health fair. Well, hell, they don't know, right? But now, because I went to this event, because I asked the Lord, the ancestors, and the universe to help me find women and people who think like me, movers and shakers, who know more than me or can connect me to, some resources. Now, when I go on the 19th and they say, what can we do to support, the clinic? What can we do? We can do a health and wellness fair out here in the community. I already have a connection with the Kidney Foundation. We can get the mobile kidney screening thingy out here. And it was some other people that I connected with, but the ladies from the Kidney Foundation, we really had like deep conversations and, exchange numbers and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that's a little bit of law of attraction. Now, maybe the energy wouldn't have been there had I told them, well, no, but I'm gonna still come by and support, And I learned a lot. All right, y'all, I've been running my mouth and I see y'all chatting. Okay, Butterfly said, totally believe in manifesting at the point to assist you. Yes. I remember you saying that before. Lady Tina, I do not believe in manifestation. What God has for me is for me. I don't believe that I can manifest anything for myself outside of God's will. That's just my personal feelings. No, I get you. I respect that. So I feel the same way in the sense that like what's for me is for me, but I don't know. I'm like a hodgepodge of thoughts and beliefs and practices. So I do believe what's for me is for me. But I guess when I say that, it's like if I'm over here doing wellness and then somebody that I know decide to pop up and do wellness, it's like, well, that it don't matter because what's for me, what clients and patients come to me is for me. So that's how I see that part, Tina. But I guess the manifestation piece in that is like if I'm doing the work, being intentional, putting out good energy, I'm gonna manifest like a good outcome. But I get what you're saying. I respect it. Okay, Tina said, I feel that manifesting and believing and having a positive outlook are different things. Yeah, I guess I'm like a hodgepodge of all those things, Tina. Sierra said, I love that you're so brave. I'm trying to work on that. Oh, Sierra, it's called being 50. At this point in my life, I done been through so much. I didn't survive getting, allowing myself to be duped into a religious cult. Losing my grandparents when I was 16, 17 years old, close friends, passing unexpectedly. My dad passing at 36. It's like, I'm going to tell y'all a book that really, really helped me and probably was like, I would say it was definitely pivotal in me allowing my questioning thoughts that have been quieted, by the JWs to come up and be like, no, you ain't got to be quiet. You can have these thoughts. Something ain't right, And it's a book by Brene Brown called The Gifts of Imperfection. Oh, baby. If y'all sick of me talking about Atomic Habits, just imagine all the people in my life when I read The Gifts of Imperfection. My dad passed in 2011. I think I read that in 2012. Yeah, 2012. 2012. Because I remember reading it and was it 2013? I don't know. It was one of the two. I started nursing school in 2013 and he passed basically the end of 2011. So it was 2013. It had to be 2013. I read that book. And in short, she talks about like the difference between what is it, shame, something else. But she just talks about how shame will stop us or whatever. So she gives like this analogy where she talks about it's basically when you decide I'm going to, despite being imperfect, right? Kind of talking about my video today, like despite what I might look like, what I sound like, and this, and that, I'm still going to just show up, because at the end of the day, the people who might be poking and you know, laughing, like she talks about being in an arena, right? Like in the Roman times, right? The person that's in the ring is really the bravest person there, not the people in the audience just laughing and poking and things of that nature. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like at this point, it's nothing. There's nothing nobody could say about me, you know, looks wise, that would throw me in a spiral. Because it is what it is. You know, my daddy told me I was cute, so I understood them words when I was about 3 or 4. So ain't nothing that, you know, nothing nobody could say. But thank you, Sierra. You know, I just don't be caring. And once I turned 50, it just really got bad. And then after I read this Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, it's probably gonna be even worse. I'm really gonna probably have a huge I don't give a F vibe. Okay, so Butterfly said her win is this week marks 1 year that I've every day for 30 minutes on the dreaded treadmill. I've only missed a handful of days in 1 year. Yay! That's awesome. Butterfly said, T, you must get the book. Ask and it is given. Manifesting Your Desires by Esther. All right, let me write this down. What's the name of this book? Ask and it is given. Okay, manifesting your desires. All right, Esther. Let me write that down here. Esther Jerry Hicks. Yeah. So I respect everybody sharing their thoughts. I appreciate it. It was a question that came up. Yeah, I'm just at a point in my life, like whatever people want to do, that's fine with me, you know, how they want to feel and things of that nature. It don't mean that I'm not gonna, you know, be friends with you or rock with you and things like that. And it ain't gonna mean that I ain't gonna, you know, still love you. Like I got an uncle, he's my only, like out of my paternal grandparents. So like my paternal grandparents, you know, my dad and his siblings, and then us, the grandkids. My uncle is the only person living outside of like me and then the rest of the, you know, grandkids and stuff. And we don't really talk. And it's on him, because I've tried to initiate a conversation. I've written letters like, hey, I don't know what happened. Now this should be like my favorite uncle growing up. I have my opinion of what I think happened, but I'm like, look, okay, we both grown. Let's just sit down. You can bring your wife as well, and we can just have a conversation. He don't want to do it. So it's like, okay, after I don't want to bring about peace, right? Or at least some understanding, then the hell with it. And like the other day, I was getting in my feelings. What was I? I was doing something. Like anytime I listen to the Gap Band, or if the temperature is a certain temperature and the sun is shining and I hear a certain sound, it puts me back in my grandparents' house, like in the summertime. And I almost text him and said, even though we don't talk, I still love you. But then I just didn't, because he's said and done some horrible things. I do, and would shed a tear if his wife was to call me and say that he passed. Because I don't know if she would. I might have to find out on Facebook. But what are you supposed to do? The people are, I've done a video on it. People are miserable. And when they realize that they can't make you miserable, then they get mad. Then they get mad. And it's just like, well, the hell with you, I got so many things going on in my life, and I don't take out what I'm going through on people, and people do that, and I don't believe in that. I'm all about good energy, good vibes, and I ain't looking for nothing from nobody per se. Like sometimes I wonder with him, it's like I think he still think like I'm a kid. 50, bro. I'm 50. If your daddy was still, I mean, if your brother was still here, he would have been 70. So, my uncle, I think he'll be 68, because I think they was all 2 years apart. It's like, dude, you're only 18 years older than me. 50 years old. I got an AARP card. Leave me alone. Oh, Lord have mercy. Worst thing they could have ever let happen. Let me turn 50. Because I really don't care now. I'm 50 years old. Imagine still caring. Y'all still there? I don't. I'm so used to y'all chatting in the chat moving. I don't be knowing. I ain't frozen. So y'all gotta say something so that I know. So I ain't sitting here just having a good old time by myself. Y'all still there? Y'all typing. I got it all the way up. You know how this live be tripping sometimes. Ah! Are we having an issue? God dog it. Are y'all still there? Let's see. Why is I know somebody would have said something by now. Are we stuck, y'all? Oh Lord. I'm trying to figure out. Oh my God. I think we might have got stuck. Because I don't see no chats. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop this one and start a new one. Because I don't see no chats, and I just don't believe that y'all ain't saying nothing. Because somebody would have said we can hear you or something. Okay? Let's do